Kelly Lynch, the 66-year-old actress whose sultry presence lit up the 1980s like a neon marquee, remains a beacon of enduring allure and unyielding talent. Once hailed as one of Hollywood's hottest blondes, she commanded screens with a magnetic blend of vulnerability and verve, turning heads in films that defined an era of excess and escapism. Her breakthrough came in 1988's Cocktail, where she slinked into the role of the seductive lover to Brian Brown's character, a femme fatale whose chemistry with Tom Cruise crackled across every frame. The very next year, 1989's Roadhouse paired her with Patrick Swayze in a steamy saga of barroom brawls and forbidden romance, cementing her as the leggy wonder who could hold her own against the era's leading men. Kelly's filmography reads like a love letter to genre versatility, the gritty indie edge of Drugstore Cowboy, the tense thriller vibes of Desperate Hours, the heartwarming whimsy of Curly Sue, the sultry mysteries of Heaven's Prisoners, the comedic chaos of Mr. Magoo, the action-packed flair of Charlie's Angels, and the underdog charm of Joe Somebody. Her recurring stints on cable darlings like The L Word and Magic City showcased a depth that transcended the bombshell archetype, revealing layers of complexity in roles that demanded emotional heft. Before the cameras ever rolled, Kelly's path wound through the high-fashion runways of Elite Modeling Agency, where she honed her poise under the tutelage of acting coach Sanford Meisner. Her personal life, too, is a study in partnership. Since 1992, she's been wed to screenwriter Mitch Glazer, 72, whose scripts for Scrooged and The Recruit infused her world with creative synergy. On a recent Wednesday, Kelly dazzled at a lavish soiree hosted by Maison Boucheron in Los Angeles, a celebration of the jeweler's West Coast debut at the iconic Harvey House, a 1950s John Lautner-designed gem in the Hollywood Hills. Clad in a sparkly silver sequin gown that hugged her figure like liquid moonlight, she paired it with high strappy silver heels, her strawberry red hair cascading freely in waves of fire. The event, titled A Cutting-Edge Journey Since 1858, immersed guests in Boucheron's 167-year legacy through installations evoking innovation, nature, and style. Kelly, ever the picture of timeless elegance, mingled with luminaries like Julianne Moore, Charlotte Lubon, Tracy Ellis Ross, Laura Dern, Cooper Koch, Natasha Lyonne, and Judith Light. CEO Helene Pullett-Duquesne and creative director Claire Choisin presided, while Nile Rodgers and Chic provided a soundtrack of funky sophistication. By Kelly's side stood Mitch, dapper and tailored finesse, their embrace for the cameras a snapshot of marital harmony amid the glamour. Born in Golden Valley, Minnesota, Kelly's early life was a tapestry of ambition and adversity. After college, she soared as a flight attendant, her wings clipped only by a pull toward the spotlight. Signed to Elite, she became a muse for Dolce & Gabbana, sharing frames with Isabella Rossellini in campaigns that sizzled with sophistication. One iconic shot captured her in a black bustier-style tank top, midriff bared beneath a smart hat, her gaze smoldering with quiet command. Another graced German Vogue's cover, a cherry red dress that plunged daringly low on her back, a bold slash of color against her lithe form. Her friendship with Gianni Versace bloomed into professional magic, his designs draping her like second skin. Yet, modeling's gloss couldn't contain her. Acting beckoned with promises of narrative depth. Cocktail marked her explosive entry, Kelly's character a whirlwind of wit and wantonness, her car scenes with Cruise pulsing with unspoken tension. Roadhouse followed, her romance with Swayze a blaze of passion amid the double-wide's dust-ups. To do your first two films with Patrick Swayze and Tom Cruise, who were, in Patrick's case, really amazing, sweet and kind guys. I loved working with both of them, she reflected in 2017. They were really fun. Sam Elliott's grizzled presence rounded out the trio, their on-screen synergy a powder keg of charisma. The 1990s unfurled a reel of reinvention. Drugstore Cowboy's nomadic highs, The Beans of Egypt, Maine's rural rawness, Desperate Hours' high-stakes dread, Curly Sue's paternal warmth, Three of Hearts' romantic roulette, Imaginary Crimes' quiet heartaches, Virtuosity's cyber thrills, Heaven's Prisoners' bayou shadows, Mr. Magoo's slapstick joy, Homegrown's harvest of heists. The 2000s brought supporting sparks in Charlie's Angels' girl power romp, Joe Somebody's workplace whimsy, and The Jacket's mind-bending chills. Television embraced her fully, Ivan Aycock's brooding arc on The L Word from 2004 to 2009, Laurel Cooper's scheming soap on 90,210, 2010 to 2011, Meg Bannock's enigmatic poll on Magic City, 2012 to 2013, penned by Mitch himself. Beneath the Stardust lies a scar of steel. At 20, a head-on collision on a Minnesota freeway shattered her world. The other driver veered wrong way, her car a mangled cage. Upper body through the windshield, legs crushed by steering wheel and dash, each bone a betrayal. Hospitalized for a year, amputation loomed like a thief in the night. Kelly's fight forged her, from convalescent bed to comeback queen, her spirit uncrushed. That resilience infuses every role, a quiet fire that burns through the sequins and spotlights. At Boucheron, Kelly's glow wasn't just gown deep, it was the radiance of a life reclaimed. Embracing Mitch amid immersive art, she toasted heritage with peers whose paths crisscross hers. Moore's intensity, Ross's radiance, Dern's depth. The night's performances, Rogers' grooves weaving through Lautner's architecture, mirrored Kelly's own rhythm, fluid, fierce, forever forward. Her red locks, a defiant flame at 66, whisper of runways past and screens yet to come. Kelly Lynch's legacy isn't frozen in 1980s celluloid, it's alive in every sequined stride, every scripted sigh. From elite's elite to Swayze's sidekick, Cruise's confidant, she's danced through decades, modeling mishaps and motor wrecks yielding to matinee magic. With Mitch's words as her wingman, she navigates Hollywood's hills, literal and figurative, with the grace of one who's crashed, conquered, and captivated. At 66, she's not reminiscing, she's reigning, a blonde bombshell whose best scenes are still unfolding.